Hey guys, Harrison1 back at it once again with a brand new video for you, and welcome to episode 20. Yep, the RVP edition I like to call it, of our Grid Let's Play. I hope you guys have been enjoying the series so far as we enjoy this 20th episode. Yeah, so I looked at the timing, I looked at the season graph, I looked at the global rep, and I thought, wouldn't this make for a great 20th episode if I did this?
24 Hours of Le Mans is a 24-hour race on one of the most challenging circuits, the prestigious Circuit de la Sarthe. Cars in the event are divided into 4 classes, with prizes.
You know the drill with Le Mans. So let's do a Le Mans at the GT1 level for the first time. As you can see, there's some of the other cars you can do them in, but obviously they're in different categories, and you know, we can't afford that kind of stuff yet. Not for a little while anyway, but looking at the rep, if we complete this Le Mans on this category, we'll get the global license and win Le Mans at GT1 level, which is another box I can tick off. So, as you can see, 48,000 rep on this, and 150,000 if I can win my class. Let's do it. It's Le Mans, the Trilogy. I think it's the Trilogy. I think it's my 3rd time at Le Mans, right? I think it's my 3rd, if I've been counting correctly. Anyway, let's do this. Oh crap! Nelson PK's in here. I forgot about that. How cool! Looks like I'm starting at the front of my field as well. So I'm starting 7th. Going to try and slow them down a little bit just so we can let the prototypes do their thing. There's one lesson I learned from earlier in the series. It's that, you know, racing the prototypes is not a good idea, as I passed one of them. As I passed 2 of them. Whoa! He just flew past my screen. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that was not great driving on my part there. That was lazy, and to be honest, I'm not proud of having to use one of my 2 flashbacks 30 seconds into the race. I'm not even going to try and, you know, challenge this other prototype. He'll just come past me here in a minute, probably. As we hit 200 miles an hour. Hang on, I'm going to try and get this guy through. There we go. That should do it. And keep my position, which I do. Perfect. Because that's not my fight, and I don't want to get in the way and have to, you know, potentially be in nasty passing situations and whatnot, which could result in the ending of my race. It's just not worth the trouble or the risk, quite frankly. So I'm just going to stick to 7th and hopefully bring it home from here. Whoa! Kind of overcooked that one a little bit. Got away with it. But yeah, we are 20 episodes in. I think we've played this game now for over 8 hours on YouTube as a playthrough so far. It's pretty insane, actually, and I've absolutely loved doing this series so far. It's been so much fun. You guys have got an absolute kick out of it. I've not been perfect. I'm not going to act like I am, because I'm only human, and I'm more of a simulated racing guy. This is an arcade, so you know it's a bit of a still something I've got to get used to a little bit as well. But whoa, a bit of grass there. But I've loved this series, and you know, you guys in the comments are so great in terms of interaction, and in terms of, you know, dropping out some facts and helping me out too. You know, when it comes to opinion-related stuff and correcting me. And, you know, I don't take offense when people correct me on things. You know, don't get me wrong, I like to be right, but I also love to learn. I've always, like, kind of seen myself as a student of the game. You know, it's a figure of speech more than anything else. That corner's always dodgy. But, I've always seen myself as kind of a student of the game. And, You know, I'm always willing to learn new things, and you know, you guys have been great with some of the things, like, you know, all these obscure drivers which I didn't know before playing this game. Because, you know, I'll be the first guy to admit I'm not as big a motorsport fan as some of you are, and some of you guys in the comments are ridiculously knowledgeable. Like, I don't want to use the term anoraks, but it's not an insult. And trust me, I take that as a compliment, because I like to be a stat nerd myself. Like, one of my favorite broadcasters in America is Tony Reale, who does Around the Horn in America, and you know, where I got the idea to do the Around the Corner podcast, I got it from his show Around the Horn on ESPN. You might want to YouTube this after watching the episode to see what I mean. But Reale's one of my favorite guys, and I just got the whole idea from him. And you know, I've always said you got to learn, and you know, trying to be a broadcaster one day is one of the things I thought, I could really see myself doing that. It's crazy, but you know, always willing to learn, always, you know, willing to listen to you guys, and you know, make myself a little better. I'm not the biggest motorsport fan out there. I've never had the time to follow it as much as I would like to in some cases. I can hear you guys telling me about DTM and endurance racing, and what else is in there, like other disciplines like touring cars and things like that as well. And I wish I had the time to sit down and watch it properly, but I just don't, man. You know, being part of a single parent family, you get busy now and again. Sometimes you don't have 2 minutes to yourself, and I'm juggling that and a university degree, a part-time job, and obviously making you guys some videos. So sometimes I just don't have the time for that kind of thing. But I will make a proper effort, you know, to start following things more. Because at the end of the day, if I'm going to go into this sector as a broadcaster, I've got to know my stuff, right? I've said this though about again, a lot of people ask me for advice about broadcasting and whatnot, because I'm learning it now. The only advice I can really give you at this young age, because I've almost pretty much finished my first year. The best advice I can give you is just be flexible. Always be willing to learn. Always be polite. Be civil. And just do your thing, you know. Try and put your own take on things. I know it might be difficult because there's not very many truly original concepts or ideas out there, but you know, be you. Be you. Be flexible. Always be willing to learn. And just, you know, be a good guy. It's the same advice I've said on YouTube. Be the kind of person that you'd like to be friends with and have a beer with. That's what I've always thought, even though I don't drink. God, I am waffling during this, aren't I? I just love this Murcielago, and everything's just going perfectly right now. But of course, I'm going to jinx myself saying that now, haven't I? But it's all just going well. Thanks for everybody who stopped by the hangout as well yesterday, by the way. I thought it was actually quite short, but it turns out it was actually like it's just over 2 hours. I didn't think it was going to be that long. I guess time went faster than I thought it did. That was a 3:06.2. Car feels great. Now we've done what, 2 laps now. So this is when the track starts to brighten up again. You'll start to see it now. As I've told you before, Le Mans is a in grid world mode. It's a 12-minute race. So basically, every minute you see on the left-hand side of the screen counts for 30 seconds. If you play it from a free race, you can actually do 12 minutes, 24 minutes, 48 minutes, an hour, up to the full 24-hour race in real time. So if you're feeling crazy, you can do that if you really want to. But who would want to play this game for 24 hours straight? You must be a narcissist. Like, I've only ever done 24 hours once, and that was Gran Turismo 4. I did the Le Mans endurance race on that. It didn't actually take me 24 hours, so I paused the game overnight. So I did it over 2 days. I did 18 hours the first day, 6 hours the second day. I felt rough for a week afterwards. My eyes were frazzled. Whoa, spinny side there, but we're okay. Just over 4 minutes left. So we've probably got time for just over another lap. Like, I think I'm going to be on the Indianapolis straight by the time time runs out, if the rest of the run is pretty smooth. Whoa, bit much on the brakes there, but we're okay. Nelson Piquet still fighting the back of the pack there in 8th. The prototypes are long gone by now. They're like 25 seconds up the road or something like that. Now, like, the LMP2s, the next level up, they're worth about £5 million or so in this game, and they've got stuff like the Courage C60, the Lola's in there too. But then you got the proper LMP1s, like obviously like the Audi R10, I think it's called in this game. And this game isn't really realistic because apparently this game they can go 260 miles an hour, which is just ridiculous speed. Just over 3 minutes left. This back section always gives me problems. I'm always slower than I really should be around here. Oh, that was nice. I took that one nice.
We're now 18 hours into this event.
75% distance. We've got 3 minutes to go. So I think I'm going to be doing this section one more time. These chicanes, man, you can always make a mistake on them. But the thing is, in that game, you can take them ridiculously quick if you know the line and you're confident enough too. That was a 305 dead. Just over. Oh, bit on the grassy side. We're okay. We got away with that one. Gravel there. Gravel in this car is not my friend. Gravel in any car is not anybody's friend. Just got to keep these guys behind me a little bit longer. Just over 2 minutes to go. We're looking good here now. This next straight will take up about another minute or so, so the music will start playing very shortly. Like I said, the dramatic Codemaster style grid music will start playing with 90 seconds to go. Whoa, overcooked that one.
Look at your rear view. That's me.
And PK always binned it. And that puts Bobby Norman into number 2. Well, that's brilliant.
You got your teammate behind.
Wow, I choked and PK choked harder. How about that?
Well done, Harrison. You're leading your class.
Just gonna bring it home now. Whoa, and again, I'm taking these curbs way too hard. I've got to calm it down a little bit now. We've got a minute to go. Just got to take it easy. That's the end of the Mulsanne straight. Now we've got 45 seconds left for the Indianapolis straight now. As you go back up the hill. I've still got one flashback if I absolutely have to use it. But I think I'll be okay. We've got 30 seconds left. This is going to be the last difficult corner. 20 seconds. Onto the back straight. 15 seconds left. Countdown at home. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We did it! Get in there! Woohoo! My second Le Mans class victory. Oh, that was satisfying. That was far from perfect, but man, did we get that right in the end. Oh, Christensen wins yet another Le Mans by, my God, 0.01 of a mile. That's about, what, 16 meters, I think it is. That's about 2 car lengths over Emmanuel Pirot. John Larocque for G-Force wins the LMP2 class. I win the GT1 class. And Romain Dumas wins the GT2 class. We won! Hooray! Alright. That is sweet. And I think Bobby Norman came second in class, didn't he? Or did he? I wasn't paying too much attention to that, to be honest. He did! Excellent! We were the 4th best team as well, which is even better. 101,000 in sponsor money. That is excellent. That's for both of us too, because I haven't got a winning objective there. But you know what that means, folks?
Well done.
Boom!
You've earned the international license. You're one of the top drivers in the world and can compete in any race. You automatically qualify for all licenses.
That means I have 1 million rep and can enter any race in the game. So basically, the global license supersedes anything else you've got. So if you've got a global license, you can race in any of the 9 events below it anyway. Which is awesome. And that's my biggest paycheck in the game today, I think, 604,000. Overall, pretty darn good season. And here's the Global Racing League. Oh yeah, a little bit of everything from all over the world. As well, a 10th season comes to an end, and now 230th in the world. And the team was the 57th highest earning this season. In case you wonder who's at the top, as if you had to guess.
Here we go. A new season is about to begin.
Just to show off at the top quickly, as you can see, that's the Global Racing League, and they have all sorts of events where there are multiple races, and they're all over the world. There's no regional restriction, you could say. So yeah, there's no joke, they're the best of the best. Now, I'm sure, as you know, we'll tackle those eventually. But as I said, if we get that global license, all 9 down here you can now take on as well. So bear that in mind as you're going through the levels. I might try and complete this European sector tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, next episode. Or whatever, because I've got MotoGP coming up tomorrow. But, yeah. I've been Harrison Wong. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed the 20th episode of the playthrough. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks very much for watching. And sayonara.